Have you ever found yourself maybe, late at night just staring at that blank screen in your music software?
Oh, yeah. The blinking cursor of doom.
Exactly. You've got maybe a killer beat, a solid bass line, but that melody, the thing that ties it all together,
There's a spark.
it's just gone. Creative block hits hard. It feels, well, impossible sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that sounds familiar, you'll want to stick around. Today we're doing a deep dive into a tool that might just be the muse you've been looking for. It's called MidiPhrase by New++.
Yeah, and our mission today really is to unpack how this innovative MIDI plugin can fundamentally change things for you.
Change how?
Well, change your creative process.
Right.
We're not just listing features here. We want to explore how it can genuinely ignite your grooves, help you craft, really compelling melodies, and just sort of transform how you make music.
Okay.
We'll be digging into all the source material, the product details, naturally, but also some pretty interesting user stories.
And this is super relevant right now, isn't it? Because this tool, MidiPhrase, it's actually on a limited time offer over at Audio Plugin Deals.
That's right, big discount.
Yeah, and it's already a bestseller there. It's getting a lot of buzz and, well, for good reason, it seems. So let's dive in and see why everyone's talking about it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's unpack this thing, starting right at the core promise. MidiPhrase basically steps in to tackle that creative block we mentioned.
Right. It's an innovative MIDI plugin.
And for anyone maybe newer to this, a plugin is essentially like a little piece of software that works inside your main music program, your DAW.
Exactly, your digital audio workstation. And MidiPhrase is designed specifically to, well, generate and also help you manipulate musical ideas.
So it gives you that jolt you need, production assistance too.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is where it came from, its origin story.
Oh.
It actually started out as just a personal project.
Yeah.
The developer was trying to crack their own creative block.
Huh, no kidding. Seriously. But it worked so well that kind of unexpectedly, it just attracted a whole load of users.
Wow.
Yeah, get this, one composer was apparently so impressed, so reliant on it, they actually gave the developer a secondhand MacBook.
Just to get a Mac version.
Just so they could get a Mac OS version made. That's, some serious dedication.
That really tells you something. That kind of beginning often means the tool really understands what musicians actually need, right?
Absolutely. Born from solving a real problem.
And that story, it kind of perfectly highlights its main job. Instantly generating musical phrases to spark that next idea.
Exactly. Think about, and maybe you need a melody for the harmony and drums you already have.
Right.
Or maybe you've just got a simple drum and bass loop and you need, well, everything else, harmony and melody.
MidiPhrase helps with that.
It streamlines that whole process, gets you from, zero to a creative starting point really fast.
Okay, practical stuff. Compatibility.
Yeah, pretty broad.
Yep.
It's available as VST3 and AU plugin formats.
Which basically means it'll work with almost all the major music software out there. Doesn't matter if you're on Windows, 64-bit, or Mac OS.
Good. So it should slot right into most people's setups.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, here's where I think it gets really interesting, and probably a big reason for the buzz, the library.
Ah, yes, the phrase library. It's extensive.
Tell me about it. It comes with what? Over 1,000 built-in phrases and patterns right out of the box.
That's right. Over 1,000. Which is, a lot of starting points, like having a whole team of collaborators just feeding you ideas constantly.
It's not just a big number, though, is it? You mentioned the depth.
Exactly. The depth is what's key. Take the Woodwind Phrases pack, for example. That single pack has 1080 MIDI phrases.
Wow.
And that breaks down into like 416 basic patterns, 174 basic rhythm phrases, and 488 common woodwind phrases.
So it's specific stuff, not just generic loops.
Not at all. It's a huge, really nuanced landscape of musical possibilities. It's designed to push you, give you combinations you might never think of yourself.
And it keeps growing, right? You can make your own.
You can create custom phrase packages.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool for like building a community around it.
Yeah.
And if you make smaller packs, less than 30 items, you can actually share those for free with other users.
Nice. What about bigger packs? Commercial stuff?
Yep, the system supports that too.
Let's see.
It's quite robust.
Yeah.
You can import commercial phrase packs made by third parties.
Okay.
And if you're a creator yourself, you can even sell larger packs you make through the MidiPhrase marketplace.
So it's a whole ecosystem.
Exactly. It's not just a static tool you buy once. It's this vibrant, growing thing.
Yeah.
Keeps the inspiration flowing.
Okay, generating ideas is one thing, but control. How much control do you have after you get the idea?
That's crucial, yeah. And MidiPhrase has pretty robust MIDI processing. Things like powerful MIDI sampling and slicing built right in.
So you can really get in there and tweak things.
Totally. It gives you a deep level of interaction. And the editing tools are, well, they're efficient. Professional grade, really, for handling the notes.
How does that work in practice?
You can basically edit and sculpt MIDI clips in real time right there inside the plugin. No need to constantly bounce audio or leave your flow.
Ah, that's huge. Stay in the zone.
Exactly. It has useful stuff like loop selection, sticky notes, and really quick ways to input notes.
Like shortcuts.
Yeah, like Alt+B for step input or Option click on Mac, Alt click on Windows for just instantly adding or deleting notes right there on the piano roll.
Okay, the piano roll, that's the grid where you see the notes in your DAW.
Precisely. It keeps everything really fluid, keeps the momentum going.
You also mentioned something about dynamic extraction and application. What's that about?
Right. So imagine you have this great drum groove, okay? But you want to try just the rhythm of that groove on, say, a synth melody you wrote.
No.
MidiPhrase lets you sort of extract just the rhythm like its rhythmic DNA and then apply it instantly to your melody.
Whoa.
Yeah. You can easily pull out and apply different parts, the groove, the rhythm, even the tones or specific beats and pitches. It gives you amazing flexibility for just messing around and experimenting.
That sounds incredibly powerful, almost like kit bashing with musical ideas.
That's a great way to put it. And it leads right into the real-time rhythm transformation feature.
Go on.
This lets you preview different phrases and then, boom, apply the rhythm of the phrase you like directly onto the notes you have selected in your piano roll.
And you can adjust it live.
Continuous adjustment. You hear it, you apply it, you tweak it, all on the fly. It's like it really bridges that gap between getting inspired and actually using the inspiration immediately.
Like having a rhythm superpower, you said.
Kind of.
Okay, so bringing this all together, how does this impact your actual day-to-day creative workflow?
Well, it's got these intelligent composition tools baked in, like scale matching.
Scale matching, how does that help?
It's a game changer, honestly. It lets you quickly try out different musical scales and harmonies against your track. Find what fits best without, hours of painful trial and error.
Okay, that alone sounds worth the price of admission for some people.
It can be. And that's just one aspect. You also get access to various chord and scale tools designed for making music.
More tools.
Yeah. The harmony function, for example, is now this handy floating panel right in the piano window. And it even does things like 4-part harmony range coloring.
Wait, what's that?
It visually shows you the typical ranges for, say, soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and you can customize those ranges. Helps with arranging.
So it makes complex stuff more accessible, even if you're not a theory wizard.
That's the idea. Intelligent composition, but intuitive.
And workflow. You mentioned streamlining. What else saves time?
Little things that add up. Multi-language support, German, French, Italian included. Comprehensive keyboard shortcuts for pretty much everything.
Good. Shortcuts are life.
Aren't they just... And MIDI file import is super easy. You can do the traditional file select or just drag and drop a MIDI file straight in.
Simple, like simple.
Then there's slice pad support.
Slice pads.
Yeah, you can create these slice pads like rhythmic chops and drag them straight out as MIDI files onto your desktop or into your DAW.
Oh, cool.
And crucially, you can lock these pads so they don't change when you load a new MIDI file. Or you can even drag MIDI in from other tools you might use, like EzKeys or Scalar 2.
That integration sounds really useful. How much more efficient do you think that makes things, especially mixing it with other tools?
Oh, massively. Like you said earlier, it's about staying in the flow, right? Less context switching, less exporting and importing hassle. It keeps you in the music.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Staying in the zone is everything.
And one more big one for workflow. Host synchronization.
Meaning?
It automatically syncs its tempo to your DAW when you're playing back and switching between different MIDI clips inside MidiPhrase.
Ah, so it stays locked in time with your project. Exactly. Which is brilliant for dynamic work, especially if you're playing along live with a keyboard or even just clicking notes in with the mouse.
Nice. And performance is good, stable.
Yeah, they mentioned significant performance improvements in recent versions and better collaboration with the DAW environment, so it should feel pretty smooth and solid.
Okay, wow. That's a lot packed in there. Let's talk about the deal again, because that's pretty compelling.
It really is.
So MidiPhrase normally sells for $99, which honestly, for everything we just discussed, doesn't sound unreasonable.
Right.
But right now, over at Audio Plugin Deals, it's just $29.
$29, that's what, 70% off?
A massive 70% discount. But, and this is the key part, it's a limited time thing. The deal ends in just 13 days from when we're recording this.
So you got to be quick if you're interested.
Absolutely. Don't sleep on this one.
And that deep discount, it definitely explains why it's a bestseller right now. But like we've been saying, it's not just the price tag.
Right. It's the whole package. It's that combination, isn't it? You get this huge, inspiring library, then you get powerful real-time editing tools, so you're not fighting the software. Plus, the intelligent composition aids that make complex ideas easier to handle, and then the whole streamlined workflow on top.
All designed to beat creative block and spark ideas.
Exactly. That whole feature set, especially at this $29 price point, it's just incredibly attractive for producers, composers, even hobbyists just starting out. It hits a lot of pain points.
Yeah, totally agree. It helps you grab ideas fast, give you tons of material to work with, and then the tools to actually polish those ideas into real tracks. It feels pretty complete.
Covers a lot of bases.
So let's just quickly recap MidiPhrase by NIU++. It's a powerful, really popular solution for creative block. It's packed with features for composition, for editing, and for making your workflow just smoother, faster, more fun.
Yeah, definitely worth thinking about how integrating something like this could maybe transform your own creative process, helping you get those ideas out of your head and into reality, maybe quicker, maybe with more inspiration than before.
It's fascinating how one tool can potentially bridge that gap, right, between the initial spark and a finished piece.
It really is, when it's well designed like this seems to be.
And seriously, don't forget that limited time offer, audio plugin deals, MidiPhrase by NIU++, $29 instead of $99, and soon.
Definitely check it out.
So final thought for you listening. What musical ideas have you been holding on to, just waiting for the right tool, the right spark to finally bring them to life?